nerd, I've got goosebumps because I love being creative. And we've got things all day long, whether you're a beginner, you're intermediate, you're advanced. I have some of the coolest stuff coming up in the next couple of hours. Sarah Davies joins me this hour with Crafter's Companion, ton of brand new. Then I have Anna Griffin joining me. We're gonna tell you about an amazing today's special. One of my favorite items in the whole wide world coming up at midnight. And then Anna will rejoin me for a full hour coming up at 1 a.m. So really a fun night to hang out and just get creative and have fun. Well, let's get started. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up. The first thing I wanna show you, which one do you wanna do, Rocky? You gotta tell me which one first. The subscription box. My producer goes, you know, the sub box. Like, what, a submarine? Yeah, the little TV shows. Okay, so here's what's happened. I love it because when Sarah puts together these really crazy good kits, she creates what's called a subscription box. They're really popular. In fact, tens of thousands of you are in her subscription box program. And here's the cool deal. What you're getting is a series of programs that equal a huge amount of money, but you don't spend a ton to do it. Now, if you're already in the current auto ship for her subscription boxes, do not get this. This is for those of you who maybe canceled and jumped out and you want to rejoin, or you've never seen it before. And what I love about it so much is you get a taste of a little bit of everything when you're in here. Each month it's a really cool surprise. Box 1 is in front of me with dies and stamps and paper and envelopes and cool stuff. Box 2 is down below, whole different theme, whole different color, brand new items. And box 3 you see has this cool kind of tie-dyed with rub-on stamps and even more and ribbons. This is coming up, guys, so we're always excited when we get this in our show, and we've got it coming up later in just a couple of minutes. Now, the next thing I'm gonna show you, I am so crazy, crazy excited about this because, watch this, Spectrum Noir is my all-time favorite marker. I love it. I have the whole series. The problem is when you use the system, which is all about blending, you have to use 3 coordinating colors. So you kind of I got to look at all my markers and go, well, that and that one, I think will work. What they've done, and this is the world launch, you guys, it is not available anywhere else in the world except here tonight, is your 3 colors to make the perfect blends for your stamps, for your projects, are all in one marker. There's no more guessing anymore, and the blending is so cool. Wait till you see it. You can take a stamp of a flower that's a black stamp, and then it'll bloom. It'll look amazing. But look at this, there's no more guessing because you get the trio of the perfect matching blendable colors all in one marker. Oh my goodness, now you get, first off, you start with 24. The auto ship will give you the entire set, and that's 6 each additional markers to get the complete set. How cool is that? And we have the world launch. Grab these, especially if you like markers, you love doing coloring. If you stamp a lot and you don't have really great blendable markers, you want these. This is like amazing, and I'm so excited we have the world launch. All right, guys, we got a lot more to get into. In fact, we're gonna be going to England here in just a moment to bring the fabulous Sarah Davies with me from her home studio. I love Sarah. Not only is she just, oh my God, she's so funny, and she's a ball of energy, but I love her story. She literally started at her home at her kitchen table, and now she is on the Shark Tank's version of the British show. That is how big she's become and how popular she is, and we're always so proud to have her here at HSN with us, so we got a lot to get into. We're gonna start off with probably some of the best dies I've ever seen Sarah make. So here we go, guys, you ready? These are called the Curved Christmas, and I'll show you just 2 of them right here to start with. I want you to see how brilliant and intricate and fabulous they're curved. And then look at the snowflakes. Look at how dainty crazy that one is, and yet it will cut out beautifully. You're going to get multiple designs. So it's 4 designs per kit, and you have 2 choices. We have what are called the border dies holiday, and then we have the border dies which are called winter. So we have holiday and we have winter. So let's go over to England and see the lovely Sarah Davies. Hi, honey, welcome back.
Hello, good. I was going to say good evening, Suzanne, but it's like, it's the middle of the night for me, so it's like good morning, very early morning.
And good morning to you, my love.
Oh, brilliant. Hey, I can't wait to get started. What an hour we have lined up for you. I love it when we get to do the preview hour at 11 o'clock. It's when we get to show you all the cool stuff for the day. Kicking off with these, this is one of our biggest launches for the whole event, Suzanne. And we did these dies in like everyday versions a few months ago. And my word, you guys went bananas for them. And what we've done is our holiday designs are always the most popular. We've got 8, and I'm saying 8 because you won't be able to choose, of the most incredible designs. So can you see this one here, like Santa Claus and his little reindeers flying over the rooftop? So do your own background. You've got those dies built in there. You showed everybody that incredible snowflake design. Use them with any of your stamps, any of your other toppers, but have that die built in. I'm going to show you how they all work after I've shown you the designs. These ones, I mean, doing them 2 levels and layering them like this to have a bit of a shadow just looks phenomenal. I think my favorite from the whole collection could be this little snow couple. You've got the little guy and his little girlfriend, Snow Lady, and they've got that lovely, they've all got these curved borders just to make them a little bit different. And then in your more traditional set, which is your holiday set, you've got the bells, which is going to work fantastically well on any of your cards. You've got the holly. So once we start talking about like beautiful foliage designs, your holly and your ivy and things like that, I mean, they are going to work with all of your different cards, whatever toppers you've got. Same when we talk about the fabulous bow design, and you've got that lovely, like your foliage with the little Christmas bow in, and then you've also got the Christmas ornaments as well. So those are your 8 designs that you've got in total. What I'm going to do, Suzanne, is I'm going to show you exactly how they work, because when you see how easy they are, you'll totally love these. And they're not like a regular die. So for example, how fabulous is this card? And this card is lovely because it's got a little bit something in it with the design going down the edge. So, oh, here we go. Right, what you're going to do is you're going to take that design. So can you see what's clever about this, Suzanne, is the cutting line starts here, and you've got the cutting line runs all the way around the outside and then connects back up here at the top. So what you're going to do is just take your regular sheet of card, right? We're going to take our design here, and this goes over the edge of the card. So can you see the whole technique is this is connected onto the edge, and it's going to shape the edging of your card. So I'll get a little bit of tape on that, and we will run that through our Gemini.
And you know what? Are you doing that for full size, or can I do it on the mini as well, or the junior?
Well, I've got my full-size Gemini with the junior plates, so that you can see it's going to work on either one of those.
Okay, because guys, we have the junior available. I've got it right here in my hot little hand. The big guy is our original, and it's available, but we've got the Gemini Junior back in stock, and these will work beautifully with the Gemini Junior. So remember, guys, what you're ordering is the winter, which has the little snowman and the snow couple, and the snowflakes. It's got the snowflakes, beautiful designs here, or you're doing the holiday, which has the ornaments and the holly. Those are the other 4. The winter right now is the most popular, and I'm telling you, these are brand new, and when she brings out something brand new, you never, ever, ever want to wait, only because they are absolutely on fire, and people love them. And you know what I love? Is it still marvels me, Sarah, that you can take a plain piece of cardstock, and just by using one of your dies, it turns out beautiful, and it's very little effort.
And that's the difference, Suzanne. I mean, you can see there, when you lift the die off, you get that gorgeous design coming down the edge of your card. And then all I've done with this one is literally taken a piece of craft card just to show that off. And it's going to be so much easier to make this into a beautiful card now, because we've got an interesting card shape to start with. So can you see how much nicer that is? And then all you do is literally from here, take a little topper and pop it on there, and you've got this shaped card edging down the side. Now, I don't want you just to think about using them in their simplest form, because all of your unusual shaped cards, you can start and incorporate these border edge die cuts into them. So for example, look at this one here, all right? This is one of my favorite types of cards to do. You do it on the Ultimate. This is like a stepper card. But look what happens when I take a stepper card and I cut one of my border edges. So think of these, Suzanne, you know how we used to get punches back in the olden days? Yeah? When I first started crafting, it was all about punches. That's right. These are like the modern day punches. So for $29.95.
When I started crafting and doing scrapbooking, it was stickers and markers. That was
it. We've been through everything, haven't we?
Yes,
but you would buy for one punch, nowhere near as intricate as this. You'd get like a really basic border edge. You'd pay $19.99 for one punch.
Oh, that's
you
so
are going to be getting 4 of these designs. So can you see, all you do is you take this, again, you lie it on here. So we lie it on that part there, open your card out, send your card through the machine. When it comes back through the machine, you can see here how I've taken that same border design and it's just cut right on the edge there. And now we've got this gorgeous shaping where you've got the shaped edge on your card. And with a little bit of decoration, these cards look so much more spectacular than just a regular card.
It's so interesting.
Now, what I want to do, Suzanne,
you know what I like too, how you're building it? And guess what? It makes it, when you pull out the envelope moment, so much better. You know, you like pull out a basic rectangular card, you're like, yon, that's so boring. But when you pull out one that's got that little edge and it still fits in an envelope, that's when the magic happens. That's when you just go, people just go, I can't even throw this darn card away. All right, guys, I have to give you an update already. Okay, here you go. If you want the winter, which has got the snowflakes and the snow couple in it, that is now the most popular. So winter's the most popular. Then of course we have the holiday, which is your other version. No one has seen these before. They're brand new for our show tonight. And by the way, we have an item coming up that we didn't even tease. We didn't even show you. And 900 have been ordered online already. And you don't even know what it is yet. So hang with me because we'll get to it. How'd you like that one, Sarah? Everybody's got to stick around to find out what that is, right?
Oh, I can have a good guess at it, Suzanne. Okay. I can have a good guess.
Okay, don't say. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. Before we move on, stay on the line for this. I do want to talk about the Gemini Junior. This is a brilliant electronic and cutting machine. Sarah came out with the original one, which is the one she was using just a moment ago, and it's fabulous, but people wanted something maybe a little bit smaller. The big one is big, it's got some weight to it. Well, this has all the same guts and ingredients and strength and durability as the big guy. It just is a less price and it doesn't take up as much space. We've got it back here, and tonight, here's what I love, guys. It's on sale. So we actually have 4 flex pays on it and it's on sale. Something else I didn't tell you. I'm sorry, there's just so much scoop for you tonight. We have 4 flex tonight and all day tomorrow on all of our crafting goodies. So you can go flex crazy, as I always do on these days, and take advantage of 4 flex on all crafting items. How cool is that, all right? Okay, here we go. So this next item, I love to get to talk about because it is a terrific, terrific deal. And everybody loves it when she does them. I mean, everybody, we wait for these and we wait for these. And what this is called is her subscription box. And it's an auto ship. Now, just FYI, if you're already in her subscription box, which means these boxes arrive and you open them up and there's come out all these great goodies, then you do not need to buy this, okay? I have something else for you coming up later you'll want to hear about. But if you got out of the subscription and you want to jump back in, or maybe you've never gotten one of her boxes, then pay attention to what's going to happen right now, because yes, we have that availability back. And normally we launch them, we don't let people kind of back in during the middle of it, but in this case, you're actually gonna be able to get the next couple of subscriptions that come with this system. So Sarah, that's kind of my description of it. I always think of it as just these big blowout values you make for us.
Suzanne, they're fabulous. And let me tell you, we have tens of thousands of people who are in our subscription. It's a worldwide thing. In the US, you can only get in the subscription if you are ordering it through HSN. And today, what we're going to do is we've taken 3 of our most popular boxes from the last year, and we've said basically you buy 2 and you get 1 free. So you're going to get 3 boxes sent straight away, and then every month you then get the subscription. And when I say you get the subscription, it's optional. So because because it's your auto-ship program, what it means is you can have a look at what's coming up that month, decide, oh yes, I like the look of that, I'll have that one sent, or no, do you know what, I'll leave it for this month. But you can never go back and say, I want that. There are literally thousands of people who have been waiting for the enrollment day, which is today. We only do one a year.
That's right.
You've
This
got
is
that
it.
opportunity to enroll today. This is the opportunity. Now, for any of you who haven't seen it, let me just choose one of these boxes, for example, right? And you're getting 3 in here, so I will open all 3 of them. And each box is an experience. So whether it's a gift, you're getting the subscription for someone else, or you're getting it for yourself, when you open it up, every box comes individually tissue wrapped with loads of ideas and inspiration. There's also a huge community. Because tens of thousands of people get this subscription, Suzanne, you'll find that all these people are sharing their ideas every month online. Now, this one's all about die cutting, so you get a set of nesting dies in here. If you were to go into a store and buy a set of dies like this, Suzanne, you'd be talking a good $14.99, $19.99 to start with. Then you get loads of different shapes and sizes of cards and envelopes to get you started. Then you get everything to embellish. So, for example, in this one, we've got loads of acrylic stamps. So beautiful stamps that you can colour with, that you can work with, that are going to work back to the sizing on your cards. You then get everything coordinating. So look at this. We get some beautiful papers. If I just look at the lovely papers in this one, you get these gorgeous, these are all like your shades of springtime in here. So you get the lovely big paper pad in the 8x8 size, but then you get exactly the right coordinating colours in the pearls, also in the ribbons, different sizes and styles of ribbons. You then get die cut topper packs to go with them as well. You get the coloured card pack to match in with it. And in total, the value of everything in your box is over $50 per box. Over $50 per box. You are getting 3 boxes today.
But Sarah, and basically you're paying for 1 box and you're giving us 2 more in this deal only. This is really important to understand. Okay, now what happens is when you're gonna get your first, when you buy this, your first 3 shipments are done. They're coming your way and you're gonna open the box and go, look at all the goodies. So this entire table, to show you that all 3 boxes, it took us this giant table and it took 2 layers of a table to get everything out on the set to show you what happens in the first 3 shipments. Now that's what you're buying tonight and then you're in. Then what happens is for $24.95 after that, every month you're gonna get another $50 worth of a box. That's a cool surprise. And it's all new stuff, it's all very exciting. There's 1 enrollment period, and there's only a limited amount of people who can enroll in the subscription, and you always want to move on it when you can, because not only is this a great refill, replenishing for those of you who really love to card make and craft, but if you're brand new, I love it. Sarah gives you a taste of a lot of things, so you can learn what to do and you can get comfortable with it, and she gives you all the tools to really get great results right out of the gate. So Sarah, I love when you launch this, because it's one of the most exciting launches that you do for us. And I was so happy it happened today, because there's not another chance. If you don't get in on the subscription before it sells out, then it closes and you can't get back into it. For example, Sarah, if you can cancel if you want to, no big deal. But if someone cancels 6 months in, they had to wait till tonight to jump back into the program. Right.
And there will be thousands of people who are waiting till tonight to get back in. Now, as I show you this, Suzanne, so bear in mind, this is just the next one. You're getting 3. I'm not even going to get a chance to show you everything. But every month when it comes, what we do is, Suzanne, we try and bring you the latest idea. So like last month was all about edgeables, and the month before was all about learning pop-ups. We've done months where you pick a different marker and we'll send you a few of our markers to learn and try about them. Every month though, you get at least what you need to make 16 cards. Usually there's at least 24 cards and envelopes in here. All of the papers, all of the embellishments, everything to go with it, but they're always on a theme. So the idea is every month you're learning something new. Right. So whether it's in this case, this one was all about what's called cute as a button. So can you see, it's all about making cards like this, where you've got the stamps, and because you get the little buttons in here, you just have the stamp designs that you can put the little buttons on there to do your embellishing. And we've planned the cards. We've given you all the ideas. There's loads of inspiration in here, and basically everything you need to make the cards. For a lot of people, you know, it's lovely when we have our big HSN craft day and you get overwhelmed with ideas and you go away buzzing, but what happens the rest of the month?
Right.
Well, I know when this lands on your doorstep, there's a whole box of inspiration ready and raring to go right there with a brand new craft in a lot of cases.
And just globally, this is totally exclusive to HSN, because Sarah has fans in England and all over the world, and this is the only place you can get in this subscription. So this is it. It's made for you. You can't find it anywhere else, just here at HSN. So here's a great opportunity. Again, you get box 1, 2, and 3 with all different techniques, and then you're in the auto ship program, which after this is $24.95, and then you can cancel it if you want to. It's not a problem, but here's your only opportunity for a year to be able to get this and get into the subscription program. All right, we gotta wrap up on that one because we still have more to go. You ready? All right, guys, let me give you an update and kind of tell you what's happening at midnight. I am super pumped because I love my Easy Press, and I'm actually gonna share a couple of my own projects that I did using the Easy Press. If you'd like to do iron-on anything, it could be iron-on vinyls, it could be iron-ons. If you've got the new Cricut infusible ink markers, which I adore, I'm actually gonna post a video before my show, which comes up tonight, tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m. of a project I did with the infusibles. You have to have heat. And the problem was, if you're using a regular iron to use your projects, you just can't get the accuracy you need. You don't get professional results. Well, what the Easy Press does, it gives you such accuracy that you basically can't mess up your projects anymore. And it gives you truly professional results. Like you had someone, you went and like to a t-shirt shop and professionally they ironed on the image or the print or the vinyl. So that's coming up. We have the best offer we've ever done. And here's the scoop. We've not offered that since June of 2019, and it's a better deal coming up tonight at midnight. So if you don't have the Easy Press from Cricut, that's gonna be coming up, and Griffin's gonna be joining me to tell you all about it. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, so remember I said there was something already that 900 had been ordered. This is it, and it's one of the most impressive and biggest stamp collections you will get. Now, this is a really big deal, guys. I'm gonna show you one of these, one sheet. You're actually getting with this 7 of the big sheets. Each of these sheets retail for $25 a piece. So start doing the math, 25 times 7, okay? You also are getting the folder that they're stored in. This is a $25 value. So you can see this plus 7 sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is this new kit. And now, over 1,000 were pre-ordered, and that's half the quantity. We will probably sell the rest of them tonight before this hour is done. This is so exciting too, and this is so much fun. I love what you did on this one, Sarah. Your concept is everybody focuses on the outside of the card, but I have the worst handwriting on earth, so my inside of my cards always look terrible, and you've actually solved it with this kit.
Well, if you think back, Suzanne, to before you made cards and you used to go to the shops and buy them, you didn't actually, I don't know about you, but I never really focused on what was on the front of the card. I picked everyone up and looked inside, and I would read what was inside and decide, did that kind of hit the nail on the head in terms of the sentiment that I wanted to portray? So what I've done is, everything else you're going to buy today, all these beautiful items are all about decorating the front of your card. This is the one item you will purchase that will absolutely sort out every inside of your card in 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, every single year, because I've got in here over 50 Christmas verses. Now, they're all organized in the binder, so this literally goes onto your shelf, and this is you sorted for years to come. But all you're going to do is you're going to say, right, these are my beautiful snowflakes of kisses designs, and you can see on the back of the binder, you can read all of the different sentiments and choose what is going to be right for this moment. May the Christmas season bring you special moments, or may your days be merry and bright. We've got some which are shorter sentiments, some which are much longer sentiments that you put in here. I love this one. The magic of Christmas never ends. Its greatest of gifts are family and friends. I've tried to include things in here that are going to be brilliant for, you know, sending to families, or if you're going to be sending to individuals, whether it's friends, whether you're sending them across the miles, you send cards internationally. Those of you as well who make and sell your cards, how much nicer to be able to put a professional insert inside any one of your cards. Because all you do, Suzanne, once you're nice and organized and you've made your 50, 100, 200 Christmas cards, you just have all of your nice Christmas verses there. You get your Christmas card out here. We open up to the insert. We say, right, let's have a little look. Warm winter wishes from our home to yours. You take off your stamp there. I'm just going to get one of my stamping platforms here. Just come in with your ink pad, and you know, if you're doing not stamp fairs, if you're doing a craft fair, it might be that you're wanting to do these inserts actually in person. So all we do is we go from here and we can stamp the perfect insert into your card in seconds. So you've got lovely fronts, and then you've got absolutely perfect insides to go in every one of those lovely cards as well. Now, I've got hundreds of samples to show you, Suzanne. I'm going to try and show you so that you get a feel for what all of the different verses might be. Awesome.
Are you still there?
Can you see?
Sorry, Sarah. Yeah, and you know what's really kind of fun is you use them on the outside and you use them on the inside. So you got us completely covered on this one. All right, guys, here's another update. We have sold now about 1,200. 1,000 before we actually got into the show. So if you are thinking about it, I will guarantee you, even if this airs even one more time later today, you're probably not gonna catch it and it will be gone. I love the fonts, I love the size. Each of these are $25 value. And these are really big and they're beautiful clear stamps. You're getting 7 sheets and the binder. It's all organized, it's all easy to read and find, and you will have those perfect sayings literally for years and years to come. I love what you said, Sarah, too. We're done. Once you get this, you're covered for every holiday season during, you know, the Christmas holiday season for the rest of your life, basically.
Exactly. It's a one-off purchase. I know it's a considered purchase, Suzanne, because you spend $99. However, once you've got it, that's 50 different verses. I could have just said, you know what, just have 10. And then all your Christmas cards are going to be the same. And then you're going to be thinking, oh, what did I say in their card last year? Because the nice cards are the ones that get kept. Whereas actually here, what you've got is, you've got some really meaningful sayings. You could change them up every time. You've got different sizes, different styles, different fonts. You can see there, I mean, a lot of these we've actually used on the front of the cards as well, just because we wanted to show them off to you really, really well. However, honestly, what I'm doing is I use these for my inserts every single time we go. They're brilliant, and it's really easy for you to do. Anybody who hasn't done any stamping before, literally, if you only make one purchase today, this has got to be it.
Oh, no, I totally agree with you as well. And guys, here's what we make it easy on. These are all exclusive kits, by the way. Use our FlexPay. Every single crafted item in this hour and going into the next 24 hours has 4 flex. So right now, it's about $25 to get these home, and it's 300% worth it. You're gonna be so tickled. And I love the fonts that you use, Sarah. I love the style and the mix of the fonts. It has a very fresh feeling to me, and I really appreciate the fact that you put such a huge value together. Because again, one sheet is basically $25. The actual notebook itself, the storage book, that's $25. So if you start doing the math, you're saving a ton of money simply because you're buying them directly from HSN. And these are exclusive kits. You know, I love you guys. Everybody runs out and thinks they can find this stuff elsewhere. No, this is an everything you see tonight is exclusive to you shopping with us. Do not miss out. I think, Rocky, what we've sold 1,400 now, maybe 1,500. Don't know, Rocky, something like that. 1,500 at this point? Okay, close to 1,500 have been ordered right now. Yeah, thanks guys, I'm gonna pop that up real quick. I just don't want you to miss out because this will not make it all day long. And Sarah, you did a really excellent, excellent idea putting this whole kit together. It's a beautiful collection.
It solves a problem, doesn't it, Suzanne? So here's the thing. Everything else you buy today, you are going to make some fabulous purchases today, some beautiful dies, some card kits, some toppers, but every single purchase is going to be about the outside of the card. Unless you have the perfect handwriting, which is about 5 people I've met in my whole life, and that's it. Unless that is you, you need this, because all you're going to do is you're going to make a beautiful card. You're going to make a gorgeous card, and then it's going to look really, really plain and boring in the inside. So all you're going to do is, we're going to fix that. You're going to come and take your binder out. We're going to open the binder, and you've got over 50 verses. And they aren't just, it's not just happy Christmas. It is really heartfelt sentiments, things that are, you know, the nice big size. They're designed to work in all of your cards, from your 4x6 cards right up. So let's have a little look here. May the Christmas season bring you special memories. May your day be merry and bright. We wish you a Merry Christmas. All these different ideas, but every single card you make, you can go and do the perfect insert. I love this one here. At Christmas, let the light of faith and the warmth of family make the season extra bright. It's not what's under the Christmas tree that matters, but who's gathered around it. And every one of these, you're just going to lift it off, you're going to stamp it into your card, and it finishes your card off in seconds.
Hey, you know what, Sarah, too, real quick, if you saw the stamping system that she uses, she's made a brilliant one. It's awesome. We have it available, and this is the goof proof. I love this stamping system. You cannot screw up your stamps anymore. How many times you stamp something and then lifted the stamp up, especially a big one like this, and you go, really, it didn't work, and you're starting all over again. With her unique system, you line it all up, and even if you goof it up, you actually can re-ink, and you know where you've lined it up, and you can press again, so you're no longer gonna goof up your projects, which I love. This one is called the 8x8. Now here's the scoop. I only have 200 available. So if you want to do easy, oh, that's it? Oh, that's funny. So I prepped for the show at about, 2.5 hours ago. We've already sold 100 of those. So I'm down to about 100 left. Also, we have one other one that I think's really cool, and there's 200 of those. And you get a 4x4 and a 6x6 and the 12x12 mat. So this is the 8x8 that you would use with the big stamps here. But we do have another kit that has actually smaller platforms and the mat, and I have 200 of those. But this one is that famous 8x8 that Sarah was using. You just saw it on the screen. Guys, this will not be here later today, or tomorrow, sorry, we're still on this day. Tomorrow, this is gonna be gone. So if you're gonna pick it up, you might wanna think about doing it tonight. All right, we're not done. I have another surprise for you. I'm so pumped with what Sarah's done, and some brand new items too.
Paris on HSN.
You're watching HSN. I'm Suzanne Runyon, and this is all about creativity and having fun. And Sarah Davies is joining us from England. It's in the wee morning hours over there. And that's the worst English accent. I am so sorry, Sarah. That stunk. But we have something that's brand new, and I think you guys are gonna go crazy over it. Let me just tell you the choices, and Sarah will jump into it. It's her famous double-sided dies. Now this is so neat. Sarah really is on the cutting edge of creativity. These are patented to her company exclusively. No one can make these, and they're double-sided, so hang on to see what these do. Your choices are gonna be what's called the tree, which is beautiful. That's called the tree, isn't that pretty? Then here we have what's called the winter scene. So we have winter. How cool is that? That's actually the most limited. That's brilliant. Then the next one is going to be called the Snowflake, and you guys love the Snowflake in our curved dies earlier. How cute would that be? Back to that. And then finally, your last one's called Bethlehem. These are $19.95. You're choosing one of the 4 or all 4 if you'd like. And we, of course, have 4 flex pays. So, Sarah, this is so exciting because this is patented to you and your company, right?
It is, and you know what I love about it, Suzanne? It ticks all my boxes. It makes life quicker and also half the price, because what you're going to do is you're going to get 2 dies in for the price of 1. So if you have a little look here, one of our creator cards at 4x6 would be $19.99. With the price you're paying today, you are essentially getting 2 creator cards for the $19.99, and you're going to be able to cut them both at the same time. So this is that fabulous winter scene. So watch how it works, Suzanne. You're going to take a couple of pieces of cards. So I've got some nice glitter card and some mirror card here. So I'm going to sandwich my die in between 2 pieces of the cardstock. So can you see that die there is in between the 2 pieces of cardstock? Then that gets sandwiched in between our 2 double-sided dies, and I'm just going to add the metal plate in to give it an extra detailed cut. So you do need the extra double-sided die plates if you don't already have them. Then they just sandwich between your regular plates, just like you would now if you were doing a normal cut, and you're going to go through your Gemini as normal. So sandwich in a sandwich in a sandwich is all you've got to remember. 10 seconds through your Gemini, Suzanne, 10 seconds, and you'll see it's cut both sides at once. So when I lift this off, and the winter scene is my absolute favorite, I'll be really, really honest. So when I lift this out here, can you see we've got these gorgeous, like, snowflakes? We've got these gorgeous trees that look like they have glistening snow on the top. There's one side done. But then at the same time as we've cut it, Suzanne, I'm going to just take the other die out of here as well. And I'm going to lift this up, and now you've got the whole winter scene. So as we poke all these little bits out, you've got a secondary scene. So these can be used as 2 separate dies on one if you want, or you can use them layered up on top of each other. Here we go. So there's my gorgeous deer guy. I love it. He goes on top of there, and then you have a whole scene. So actually, if you look at the card that I've done, Suzanne, what I've done is I've taken those 2 scenes layered up, just put them over a dome front, and we've got this gorgeous 3-dimensional kit, 3-dimensional card. Now, if you were doing this otherwise, you would be paying $40 just to make that card, which means that actually nobody would ever do that. So you would never do designs this beautiful and layered like this, because it would be cost prohibitive. But because you get 2 dies for the price of 1, actually, we love the deer design. Why not have the gorgeous trees in the background? We do both at once. Now you've seen the concept, I'll show you the 4 different options that you've got, because you just got to choose your favorite one. So that is the beautiful deer with the background on there. You also have that snowflake. So the snowflake is wonderful because one level gives you the snowflakes, the other one gives you all of the detail behind the snowflake. So can you see here, if I do this one where you can see right through, one's the shadow, one's the snowflake. Then the Christmas tree, I think, might be my favorite. I do love the deer. So the Christmas tree gives you this beautiful outer frame, Suzanne, and then a secondary one cuts the tree in there as well. So that layers up, double layer for your Christmas tree. And I've got a couple of different options to show you how the Christmas tree is going to look. Now, your third option is going to be, so your fourth option we're into, isn't it, is that Bethlehem design. Yes. So that is where you've got different layers. Now, I've cheated a little bit with this one. I've made it look like 3 layers by putting a plain piece of card behind. So you've got the dark brown, the light brown, and then we've got like a skin-toned one behind there. Or use them as double. How fabulous are these? And if you got our nativity collection last month, this is going to work absolutely beautifully well with it. That's crazy
good. All right, guys, I want to mention too, you do need specific plates to run through your Gemini Junior and your Gemini machine, and they're called the double-sided plates. So these are available, called double-sided cutting plates. We have a set of 2 that goes with the Gemini Junior, and here's it for the big Gemini. So to use these dies, you've got to have these plates. That is correct, right, Sarah?
That is very correct. I can show you it one last time if you want, just so that you can see. You basically take your die, Suzanne. Your die goes in between 2 layers of cardstock. So die in between 2 layers of cardstock. That then goes in between the plates that Suzanne's talking about. So one on the top and then one on the bottom. That then goes in between your 2 regular Gemini plates, and you are then 10 seconds through your machine to do all of your cutting.
Okay, that's that. And then one other thing too, because these all have lots of little pieces, and these are great. You remember the curved dies we had in the very beginning of the show? It has all those little pieces and parts. You want this tool for sure. This is a toolkit. It's called the Essentials Bundle. We get the Pokey, my favorite tool and of all time. I love this. This is gonna be your die brush, and what that does, it actually rolls on top of this, and you get all those little pieces out quickly. You get replacement heads for that as well, and we've got some tacky tape, because, well, you just cannot have enough tacky tape in your life, especially if you make a lot of cards. Okay, guys, so Sarah, stay with me. We got more coming up, guys. I'm telling you, we're not even done with the first hour, and then at midnight, we're gonna launch a brand new Today's Special. It's actually a new configuration and actually a better deal than what sold out a year ago, well, more than a year ago, June of 2019. This is the Easy Press from Cricut. I love mine. When it first came out, I bought it immediately, and I'll tell you why. It's, if you ever try to do any kind of iron-ons, anything like that, it doesn't work well when you're trying to use a traditional iron, like, you know, your old, you know, your clothing iron. Well, what happens is some places are too hot, some places are too cold, you go to peel it off, and it's a hot mess, and it doesn't look good. What I love that Cricut did is they made this Easy Press so that if you're doing any kind of iron-ons, whether it's printed iron-ons, if you have the infusible pins, which I love, all of that now gives you professional results because of that machine and its accuracy in the way it's made. Anna Griffin's gonna be joining me at midnight, and we'll get into it, so hang on. We got about 20 minutes before we get to that. And again, huge new value we put together that includes, of course, that famous Easy Press. All right, here we go, guys. We got even more. Okay, this one's another one. Here we go. I love this. Now, we have sold literally, I can't tell you, tens of thousands of people who pick up her magazine kits exclusively from HSN. This is such a cool thing, and you're getting hundreds of ideas, but this is a great story. If you've been in her magazine subscription collection, yours is over right now, you're done. This is where you want to re-enroll in this, and you get oodles of inspiration, and every magazine you get goodies to be able to make the projects and learn the techniques. So finally, this is the newest edition of her magazine subscription system, right? Okay, here we go. This is $19.95, and it's a $50 value of products every time you get it. So for 20 bucks, you're getting $30 more of stuff. It's amazing, and there's nothing better that she puts together, and it's jam-packed with goodies every single time it arrives. So Sarah, I know you're gonna get into this. Why don't you tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, so what amazed me, Suzanne, is over here in the UK, we have about 20 different paper craft magazines, and every crafter would subscribe to 2 or 3 magazines. That's where we got all of our ideas from. Whereas over in America, they're not as readily available as what we have them here. And I've never understood why, because you guys want that creativity. You want to know all the ideas and what you can do with it. So what we did was we decided to make our own magazine. So other magazine companies make magazines, and then you know how they make their money, because they get people like us to advertise in their magazines. So basically, as you flick through a magazine, you basically get pages and pages of adverts. Well, we make this magazine as inspiration for you. So there's no adverts in it. So all you have is 64 pages of step-by-step projects where I'm teaching you brand new techniques. We've got cards in from readers and viewers out there. We're giving you hints and tips on what's coming up and what's new. A lot of the techniques that everybody's asking about. But here's the thing, Suzanne, right? Whenever I would buy a magazine, if I'm buying like a girly magazine, it would have a free lipstick on the front or something, and it's to give you a little taster of something. Well, with the craft magazines, they generally give you a little packet of stamps or a little taster die. What we've decided to do is give you loads of free stuff. So in with your magazine, we're going to send you a set of stamps, We're going to send you a pack of different dies. We're going to send you an extra mini magazine. So in this one here, you get this Spectrum Noir step-by-step guide with all of these different techniques and projects in here that we're going to teach you and walk you through step by. This alone is like such a valuable resource. And then also to make all the projects in the magazine. So for example, if we make this beautiful card here and you learn how to do all this clever folding, what about these lovely papers that we've used? We thought about including a paper pad, but the problem is then you only get like 20, 30 sheets. So we include a CD-ROM. Every issue comes with one of these, and on here you can print 650 pages. Do you know what 650 pages looks like, Suzanne? 650 pages looks like this.
A lot.
It looks like the biggest paper pad you've ever had to work with. Gorgeous designs, and you've got them all in matching colorways so that you can literally browse through and choose all of the coordinating papers that you want, so that then when you put them together, whether it's papers, whether it's little tags, whether it's the toppers like these. So can you see these beautiful boxes are all done with these lovely papers, the die cut, the embellishments, everything has all been printed from this CD-ROM to get you started.
Isn't that insane, guys?
I will tell you, it's one of these things whereby, I mean, thousands and thousands of people subscribe to the magazine just because they want the ideas. The fact that you get £50 worth of extra goodies, you get the dies, the stamps, the everything, is just a bonus. And have a little look, because what happens is every 3 months, we can't do this monthly, it would kill my team, but every 3 months we'll send you another one. So in time for Christmas, you're going to get all your Christmas ideas coming in October. Look at that gorgeous exclusive bauble die you're going to get there, Suzanne. That's worth more than the $19.99 you're paying for this. There's that CD-ROM with all the extra printable sheets for your Christmas cards in here, your stamps in there, your embossing folders in this one. Then you kick off the new year in style. So next year in January, you're going to be getting your springtime edition, beautiful stamps to colour. Then we've got a really intricate die set. Again, the die alone is worth more than the whole kit, but there are 70 step-by-step projects. And then this time we've given you the full collection digitally as well. Embossing folders in there too. Then once we come up, your last delivery of the year is going to be coming in May, when we're thinking about all of your summer projects. You've got another beautiful big corner die. You've got papers, you've got stencils in this one. So you can see, Suzanne, every 3 months, you're getting all these ideas, you're getting all of this inspiration, you're getting all of this free stuff, so that if you've always wanted to learn, so many of us, we watch these shows, and it's lovely to see all these wonderful products, Suzanne, but we get like seconds to try and show you some of these techniques.
Right.
All people at home want is to learn. They want the ideas, they want the know-how. So all of these projects that I'm showing you here are all step by step. Each one you'll see as you look through.
Sarah, hang on one second for me too. You have to understand, we brought in a very limited amount for the entire day, which means if you don't pick it while it's still available, you can't get into this. You can't join it 2 months into it or 2 shipments in. We've already sold 1,000, which I know how many we started with. We started out with 5,000 for the whole day. We've already sold 1,000 right here in this show. I have 4,000 less for the rest of the day. It is by far the most anticipated offer that she does, is getting her magazine. And you will adore this magazine, because again, you don't have to be brilliant at card making or knowing how to use the Spectrum Noir markers. She takes you step by step and walks you through all these amazing techniques. There's 61 different projects you will learn here. Now, I will tell you, remember, we have the brand new world launch of the Spectrum Noir markers coming up. It is a fabulous marker, but to have a separate little magazine in that first shipment that really walks you through how to play with the colors, how to do this incredible blending technique, it's worth just getting at least the first one to get your hands on this little booklet. And instead of those guys running really big ad campaigns, this is where they spend their marketing money. They know if they can get you in on this, chances are you'll come back and be more inspired. So this is just so exciting. And guys, I know we're busy for it. We're always busy for it. This is your one and only opportunity while it lasts. And I will guarantee you it's going to be sold out before the day's over. This is your opportunity to jump in. And again, if you want to cancel it or stop your shipments, you can certainly do that. But tonight is the one opportunity you really have to be able to get it. And it's absolutely worth it. It's such such a tremendous savings. $50 every time for 20 bucks. I mean, that's incredible. And then literally hundreds of ideas. And on top of that, this DVD, you can use this forever and ever and ever. You remember, if you love a certain pattern, do it over and over. A baby shower, you're decorating everything, use all the patterns over and over. Oh, I gotta wrap it up. Sorry, my producer's like, move on, we got more stuff to do. All right, Sarah, how do you go ahead and take it back real quick?
Yeah, honestly, Suzanne, if there's only one thing you go for today, I've said that 3 times this show already. It's going to be one of those days, Suzanne. We've just got too much amazing product, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to crafting, knowledge is power, and it's all about knowing what to do with this. This magazine is going to walk you through every product in the Crafters Companion range, give you a little taste of everything.
All right, Sarah, we got to wrap it up. I know we're again busy. And remember, right now we're less than 4,000 slots available to have that deal. So it's funny because I'm coming back 7 to 9 o'clock tomorrow night and to do my Suzanne Gets Crafty. And it's not going to make my show. It won't be in that show, unfortunately, because I know throughout the day what those little slots that are left will be gone. So anyway, stay right there. All right, here we go. Spectrum Noir markers are my all-time favorite markers in the entire world, and I fell in love with them because of this. I'm gonna show you 2 great examples that are sitting right here. First off, I want you to see this girl, okay? Now you wonder, how do you get that hair to look so authentic? And how do you get that skin tone in a marker to look that way? How do you get this shadowing effect to work? And it's all in this brilliant Spectrum Noir pin and marker. I have the entire set, and what they started out with was really smart. They said, okay, to make this effect work, or to make these roses, this is just a black ink and a basic stamp. It comes to life when you do the Spectrum Noir markers and the technique that they teach you. But what it's been is you had to have a whole bunch of markers to make the technique work. And you needed 3 different colors, and you had to figure out which 3. So you needed to know a lot of stuff. They finally said, nope, we're gonna make it all so easy for you to have that kind of professional results. The 3 colors you now need, look at this, 1, 2, 3 are all in one marker now. So it's not like marker roulette at home. Everything is coordinated. This is the world launch, only available here at HSN. I think we popped either a counter up or a left counter, one or the other. We've sold 700 already without even showing you what it is. First shipment you get is all 24. The rest of the shipments actually will be 6 different additional markers per shipment until you get to the full 48. Also, just so you'll know, we have the storage case, which is brilliant. This will hold the entire collection once you fill it up and once you get to the end of the auto ship. All right, Sarah, that's my little spiel. Oh, and by the way, there's only 300 of the cases left. So tell us a bit more about it. So brilliant, girl, because it was always marker roulette at my house.
I know, and do you know what, Suzanne? I am not a professional colorist. I am an aspiring colorist, and that is why I came up with this idea of, can we not just give people 3 pens in one? And my team said, no, can't be done. And I made them keep going and doing it. So this is the first time you've seen us do it with the brush end. So this is a phenomenal high quality Japanese brush tip. This is the lovely alpine green. So you can see you've got a light, a medium, and a dark shade. So what you do when you come to use these pens, Suzanne, is you start off, first of all, I'm going to color this lovely leaf down here. And I'm going to put a little bit of the very, very darkest shade in here. It's so juicy with these lovely brush nibs. Then what you do is you come into the mid one and we blend the mid one over where the dark one finishes. Then we just quickly change to the light one. So we haven't had to pick up different pens. We haven't had to work out what colors go together. I've just picked up 3 pens there and we've got that beautiful ombre effect. Same if we want to come in with the reds. So now I'm onto my dark red blend and I've got the dark, I've got the medium shade and the light shade all within that lovely red. And it's so easy to just take off the bottom. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the red down here, and it's fabulous because of this brush nib. You can go right in to get into the very, very small pieces, or you can cover lovely wide areas at once, or these lovely little fine wispy bits. So there's my dark one. Then you cut into the middle one, and the middle one, red's notoriously difficult to colour with, Suzanne. However, when someone works out which colours you need to colour with, it becomes super easy. So there's my mid shade, and again I'm switching to the very, very light one with that lovely brush nib coming coming right around the end, and I've got that gorgeous blend all the way into one. So can you see there? We've been able to get this lovely ombre effect. I'll show you the one I've done up close here, Suzanne. There is that lovely ombre effect of the light, the medium, and the dark. However, I haven't had to think. I haven't had to do anything. I've just picked up one pen and got the perfect result.
And I have to tell you guys, it's one of the coolest techniques you will ever learn, because if you have a ton of stamps, especially florals and trees and faces and all that kind of stuff, this technique is what makes it look so good, like the little gal you saw me show here, or the floral that I have. This makes it simple, guys, because in the past you'd have to have, first off, mine is a rack that's huge. I mean, how many markers does this replace? I mean, it's 3 times
216 colors we do in the collection.
Oh my God.
And you are literally that I have curated. Well, what I've done is I've curated the 48 colors you are absolutely going to need. So you're going to get 24 in this first shipment, but you basically get, that's 24 families, and you've got 3 pens in each, so 72 markers. Pick this up, it's ready to go. Here's your future shipment. So we're going to add to it with your classic vintage shades first of all, Suzanne. So that'll come in October.
Great. And
they are all new shades again. Then the next shipment that's going to come in December, you've got the outdoors. Yes, we've tried to blend them to the seasons as well. So those are all extra colours. Then what happens when we get into next year, you get extensions on the current ones. So for example, you've already got 3 bright pinks in here. These give you the darker bright pinks and the darker coral, so they're called the extension packs. So you get the expansion pack in February, and then the last expansion pack is going to come in April. And again, it's an extension on the true blues and the brown greys, the earth browns, the families that you're going to use the most. But think about this, Suzanne. If you go for that lovely marker storage bag as well, that holds 48 markers, and basically you are going to keep adding more and more pens into here. You'll have one set, and it will include everything you will ever need to do all of that perfect colouring and shading.
Oh, it's perfect. I am absolutely crazed about this, because again, all of my markers take up a huge amount of space. Now you get that same result, but in a much tinier capacity. Here's the scoop. We have only a couple hundred of the bags left, so that's going to sell out pretty early. If you want the markers, here's an update on that. And remember, you start off, you'll get 24, and the auto ship is only $24.95, and you're going to get additional shipments. So it's obviously not $89. This is the big starter kit. Right now, we have sold almost 1,000 of these. And here's what's interesting. If you've worked with regular markers before, they're all streaky. Like if you don't quite get the concept, they're streaky and they look bad. You're like, no, markers look terrible. With these, because they blend so brilliantly, you get this amazing dimensionality. You get shadows. Look at that cat. You can't do that with a regular old dum-dum marker. You've got to have the Spectrum Noir, these specifically, to get that kind of detail. It looks like that cat could almost come to life. Look at that fabulous little fun rainbow. And look, and again, the technique is in the markers and using them in the right color combinations, but she's solved the problem for us. Thank you, Sarah Davies.
My absolute pleasure. It's all about making colouring easy and more fun.
Yes.
And the thing is, I know a lot of you have our Spectrum Noir markers, and you might be adding these to the collection. It is absolutely fine. They all play nice together. They're all alcohol pens. They're all made of the same ink. Just now you've got that gorgeous brush nib. You see how I'm able to lay down lovely wide blocks of colour, Suzanne? And I'm able to achieve that blend so much easier because I'm working on the side of the pen from the side of the brush. And I think if you haven't tried colouring with brush markers before, if you've only tried our bullet nib markers, these are a real upgrade to what you've been working with in the past.
Wouldn't you say it's more like painting? It's more almost like painting and blending at the same time versus the chisel or the fine point that I have on the original Spectrum Noir.
Yeah, it is, and it's a slightly more advanced technique. It takes a little bit more practice, but for those of you that have been on that colouring journey with us, this is absolutely that next step for you, and you're going to be able to take it really easily because you've got professional colouring products. You've got to remember, Suzanne, we make millions of markers every year, and we sell them all over the world. We become world famous for our marker pens. We've just taken that technology and developed it in an easy marker system so that you, I mean, look at that ombre effect I've done there. I've done from blue into a lovely turquoise, all in one go with that fabulous brush nib. You see how much control I've got when I'm running that nib down. That's what you're going to be able to get.
No, it's incredible. I'm so in love with these. And again, part of the frustration that you have with the old system is you have to kind of know which 3 colors should work. And they've got all, I'll be honest with you, the numbers I think are complicated. It's like, okay, I need BB1 and BB12 and here's, and then you go, I don't know, the effect's not working. They have simplified it. They've figured it out. They give you the perfect blendable 3 colors all in one marker. So again, it's not marker spectrum noir roulette like it is in my house. All right, we're gonna wrap up this. Sorry, Davies, I love you. I know I'm gonna see you when I come back with my show from 7 to 9, which is Suzanne Gets Crafty. And we've got a really cool special surprise that you did for my anniversary. So I'm excited about that. Oh,
it's going to be brilliant. Yes, I'll be up in the morning though as well, Suzanne.
Yes, I know you'll be here all day long. Bye, baby. Bye, hon. All right, we got a lot coming up, including, of course, our brand new Today's Special. That's next.
I have journeyed around the globe. I've seen the beauty the world has to offer. Now I'm bringing you new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. Exotic, but with a new degree of sophistication. Global Chic is all about fashion freedom. So be free. Iman Global Chic, only on HSN.
Come with us on a journey to Greece and discover innovative beauty solutions that are time-tested. Powered by the Greek flora, CRAFTER'S harnesses a wealth of plant species that exist only in Greece. We handpick our Greek botanicals and extract them in our own labs. By combining the best of nature with science, CRAFTER'S delivers powerful results in each product. Immerse yourself in the beauty of CRAFTER'S on HSN and hsn.com.
All right, so what's happening? Well, hi, I'm Suzanne Runyon, and this is one of my favorite days that we do any time of the year, and it's celebrating creativity and crafting, and we are your resource. We have exclusive deals, best configurations from some of the biggest brands in the world, including Cricut. And tonight we're gonna feature, I love it, the Easy Press. I've had the Easy Press since they launched it. I bought it instantly because I adore vinyl iron-ons. I love printed iron-ons. I love doing anything that has to be ironed on, but I'm not using an old iron. You wanna use this.